Hello, welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Marshall30498, and today's video is going to be, as is most of the time on my channel, is going to be motorcycle related, as it usually is. In today's motovlog, I'd like to talk about something that's me personally, and I may not be right on all these on this one topic, and that topic is just sport touring motorcycle, and you know, kind of what they'll do for you as far as riding goes. Sport touring motorcycles, which I ride a 2016 Yamaha FJR ES. Oh my God, stupid car. Sorry guys. Like I said, I ride a 2016 Yamaha FJR 1300 ES, which is a sport touring motorcycle. And as I put some miles on this bike, I see why now that people go for maybe the sport touring class, or the what some people would call them adventure sport, you know, like the bigger GSs and the Africa Twins and stuff like that. I'm not talking about off-road, I'm talking about just generally street riding of both genres of bikes and what they'll do for you. And after owning one now for a while now and ridden it and got used to it, I've got, you know, some things that I'd like to clear up with everybody. Yes, these big bikes like this are expensive. Yes, they're a little more expensive to maintain. Yes, they're kind of heavy, but there's a couple things I've noticed so far on this bike, and I've not really ridden it on a long trip yet. I'm still kind of getting to know it some, but there's a couple things that I've really noticed that are some major bonuses. All the little creature comforts, you know, like, you know, ABS and heated grips and, you know, more storage and you know, electronic adjustable suspensions and stuff. What they'll really do for you is they'll take you from riding and having fun riding. Ow, there's a big bump back here, sorry. And they'll just kind of take you from being riding and being comfortable on a bike to just really, and I'm serious when I say this, to really making your ride experience that much more pleasurable and enjoyable. You know, all the little things like cruise control and heated grips and, you know, the better wind protection and all that stuff, and being able to commute on it. Like, I can tell you how nice it is to be able to ride this bike to work, take my actual lunchbox that I use every day when I just drive the car to work, and to just, you know, take your actual lunchbox in, put it in the saddlebag before you leave the house, and shut the saddlebag and go on. And then when I get to work, I can take my lunchbox out, put my helmet on that side, take my riding coat off and my gloves that I wore, and put those in the other side saddlebag, and just grab my lunchbox and walk into work. I don't have to carry my helmet anymore, or my gloves, or my jacket, or any of that stuff. And it just makes it a whole lot more pleasurable of experience. Like, you know, especially even if you go in somewhere and like stop somewhere, go get gas, or just stop to take a break, you can do all that stuff and put all that stuff up. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing it or falling off the bike and getting some of your gear damaged or any of that stuff. And it just really, you know, you wouldn't think that all that stuff makes a difference, but it really does. I didn't think it would, you know, till I've owned one for a while, but it really does. It makes it just your overall riding experience that much more enjoyable. Just even stuff like that, but like, you know, the riding positions of a sport touring bike, or, you know, some of the bigger adventure bikes, riding position being that much more comfortable, and you can just get more miles in a day in. You know, I'm coming from more of a kind of a standard to a, you know, naked style bike. I used to have a Yamaha FZ6. While the FZ6 was a good bike, it was nowhere near the caliber of the bike this bike is. You know, the riding position's better, and like I said, all the creature comforts, it's just more fun. I can ride twice as long, even in the short amount of time I've had it, and then I'm not even tired or cramped from sitting there in one spot. Like, I could easily double my riding distance probably 3 times almost before I really want to stop and take a break. You know, before I would ride my FC6, 60, 70 miles, and I would stop and take a break, and I would just be like, whoo, you know, all the little things add up. Like, you know, the hydraulic slipperless clutch, that makes a difference on your hand, especially hand and forearm on a back road. If you're doing a lot of shifting and taking the back way, that us motorcyclists love to do to get away from all the traffic and ride twisty roads and just have fun. Even that makes a difference. I noticed on my FC6, riding it a couple years ago when I took that big trip on it. After like 2 hours of riding on a back road, my left forearm, where that bike just had just a cable clutch and a stiff one at that, my left forearm, every time I raised my arm up to, crack my visor or something like that, or shut it, I was just like, why is my left arm so hurting so bad? And then I realized, from the clutch. Of course, that went away after being off the bike, say 30 minutes, but, a long time doing that of shifting and shifting. Plus, bigger bikes like this, let's be honest, unless you're really riding aggressive, once you get up to speed, you don't really have to shift that much unless you have to slow down a lot. And that's another bonus. So you're not constantly shifting, so you can just ride and enjoy it. I mean, there's just, there's so many good things about it that I don't know. I just thought, I would let y'all know if you're interested in buying that kind of bike and worried about the money part about it, if you can afford it, I say go for it. You only live once, and you might as well enjoy it while you're here. And I have absolutely no doubts, zero, about buying a big sport touring motorcycle. It's fantastic. And, now that it's finally getting late spring-ish or early spring, it's starting to get warmer. Like right now, it's 75 degrees. Friday afternoon after work, couldn't ask for any better. Riding weather. It's awesome. Sorry. But, if you really want to put down some miles and have fun and start really doing those trips everybody dreams about and everybody really wants to do, don't waste years of your life not buying the bike you want. If that's what you want, you go buy it and you enjoy every mile being on it, because I know I have. So on that, guys, like I said, kind of a weird topic, but I would just like to tell everybody, my experiences with owning a bike like this and just what it's done for me. And it's absolutely made my riding that much more enjoyable, to say the least. So on that, guys, if you have any questions, comments below about my bike I'm riding, or so maybe, not that I've really taken a trip on this bike yet, but if you have any tips or any questions or comments or anything, don't forget to leave them down in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer them if I can, to the best of my ability. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Ride fun and have safe. We'll see you.